Within the last few days, a certain figure within the FGC has been catching a little bit of flame, a little bit of flack from the community over a couple of tweets they put out. Now, when it comes to these context of the tweets, I'm here to say I completely agree with what this individual has been saying. Who is it? You might be asking, like, who is it? Who are you? We're not here for you. We're here for the guy you're talking about. Well, Ryan Hart. Ryan Hart, 5-time Guinness World Record holder, multi-game world champion, Twitch partner, team at PlayStation Playmakers. Ask me at Ryan Joseph Hart. That is his email. Hit him up. But yeah, so Ryan Hart recently went on a little bit of not blowback per se, but he did get in some sort of debates going on. This is the one that started it. I humbly disagree. When I got to 1500 MR, it felt like I achieved nothing. People already had 1900 to 2000 plus MR just for reference here. So yes, that's my opinion about my own gameplay and my achievement. Nothing to do with anybody else. And this is what people are slightly upset about, right? Because when you compare yourself to yourself, other people, no matter what, will take your words and compare them to themselves. So even though Ryan Hart, right, 5-time Guinness Book World Record holder, right, if he wants to then be like, well, I wanted 6 Guinness World Records, you're going to find somebody who's like, well, you should be happy with your 5. Brother, some people are a little bit more ambitious than other people, and especially when it comes to a space like fighting games. Because in the fighting game scene, something that's very bad and happens quite a bit is people expect players of other fighting games to naturally be good at the next fighting game, right? So Ryan Hart here, he's a competitor, right? I believe he did very good in Street Fighter 4 era in fighting games, and maybe in Street Fighter 6 he's not doing the best. But I think it's the mindset of, if you're good at Street Fighter 4 and you're probably, he's probably pretty good at Street Fighter 5, that Street Fighter 6 he has to be good. But realistically, it's a whole different game, a whole different system, a whole different balancing, a whole different meta. And people are just expect to always be good. And I believe this might come to players like Punk the God, Daigo Tokido, right? Who have been good at every single Street Fighter. And I believe other people who don't perform as well, but used to perform good, hold themselves to a higher standard, right? So when Ryan Hart says when he hit 1500 MR, he achieved nothing, or felt like he achieved nothing, that's not him saying Master MR doesn't mean anything. It's him being like, I used to win tournaments. Hitting Master Rank in a fighting game, where hitting Master Rank is extremely easy, if we're being honest, doesn't feel like much because everybody can hit Master, right? When you're used to doing above and beyond, doing the bare minimum, right, which is hitting Master, like, if you're grinding rank, the bare minimum is to hit Master, in my opinion, which is my opinion, right? That's how I look at it. And this is where it comes down to, because somebody's opinion might be my bare minimum is to hit gold, platinum, diamond. It's what we've been doing. Now the second tweet then came out, which was, clarify once and for all here, for me, 30 plus years multi-game champion, 15 MR is nothing when I see folks with 2000 MR. For a new player, new to fighting games, just starting out, started on Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6, 1500 MR is amazing. Please don't twisty my words again. Please, please, thanks. This is huge, right? And this is true. When you are used to hitting goals in life, certain goals that you hit, when you see other people achieve better goals that you're used to also achieving, that's where you don't feel like it. If Daigo was 1500 MR, Punk the guy was 1500 MR, and that was like the cap, then hitting 1500 MR would be a reward, right? But that's not how Street Fighter 6 rank system works. Rank system works the minimum, or the middle area is 1500 MR. When you make it to master your 1500 MR, you cannot play ranked, you'll be 1500 MR. You can, before the new seasons, that's starting next season, if you were to go below 1500 MR at the start of the season, you would go back up to 1500 MR, right? It was the bare minimum of a master rank player was 1500 MR. So when you see people 2000 MR, then you're like, well, I want to be like those guys. I know I'm as good as those guys, so I need to get to 2000. That's basically what he's saying. And this kind of resonated with me in a pretty good way, because when I was, you know, I've been having fun with Street Fighter 6, but I am taking a little bit of a break. Playing ranked, I made it to, I think I'm like at 1600 MR. I made like 1800 MR like a week ago, and then I was like, rank's kind of boring. It turns out me being 1800 MR puts me, so the way that this graph reads is, this is the percentage of people per rank. So there's 5% people in rookie, 20% people in plat. You guys can't see it because my webcam. 13% in gold, 14% in silver, and 10% in bronze, 11% in diamond. So, and then this works different based off of this. So 1 means unranked, 2 is less than 1300 MR, and then 10 is more than 2000 MR. So currently right now with me being 18 something MR, I'm in at 8, which puts me at a 0.064% of fighting games. 0.064%. And I feel like I'm playing badly, right? I'm like, man, dude, I should probably grind rank a little bit more. I want to get up to 1900. 1800 seems a little like kiddish. I'm in the 0.064%, and because of the standard I hold myself to, right? I'm constantly thinking I'm playing bad. I'm a bad player. When I lose a rank match, I'm like, I'm dog shit. I'm 18 like 30 MR. I'm like, I'm bad at the game. How did I lose? I'm so below, right? And this is all just like about perspective. This is about, I want to be in 2K MR, right? Which I did get close to last season, right? I got to 1990 last season. Which I couldn't clutch out the 2K. It'd be like that. But I wanted to be in the 0.004% of players so I could feel good about myself, right? So I had confidence in my own skill. But thanks to Cat Cammy puts out these grabs, I realized I might have been too hard on myself. And I think that's also where it comes with Ryan Hart talking about what he's saying, is he's putting himself on such a big pedestal, right? He wants to be with the 0.004%. Because I believe he's used to being the 0.004% in other fighting games, right? So it makes sense that that mindset is going to transfer to the next fighting game and so on and so forth. When Project L comes out, right? I'm gonna want to obviously do good in Project L because I'm good at other fighting games. When Fatal Fury comes out, I want to do good at Fatal Fury because I'm good at other fighting games. I hold myself to a standard that maybe is slightly unhealthy, but that's the standard that I know. But everything that you said is also true. If you are new to Street Fighter 5, or if you were new to Street Fighter 5 and or new to Street Fighter 6, being master rank and then stop playing rank is perfectly acceptable. I think I was a little too tough on lower MR master rank players. I would fight like a 1600 MR player, like this dude's fucking dog shit. But that's just me being, that was just me just being a dickhead, right? I didn't realize the numbers behind it. I didn't realize that, only 0.064% of people were at 1800 MR. I thought everybody was 1800 MR because that's just what I know. So don't ever feel bad if you're rookie, right? If you're rookie or you're above 2000 MR, realistically the game should be about you having fun and you having your own set of goals. If you're rookie 3 and you want to make it to Iron 3, that's a good goal. If you're Iron 3, you want to make it a Bronze 3 and and et cetera, then do those goals. But you also shouldn't judge people if their goals maybe seem out of touch to you, right? If somebody says, man, I need to get to 1900 MR or else I feel like I'm dog shit at the game, you tell them that's fine. There's my cat, by the way. I'm not going to move him. This is a cat video now. He has dandruff? What the fuck? So yeah, so it's very important to understand that. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Shout out Ryan Hart. Hopefully, he qualifies for Capcom Cup. That would be kind of cool to see him there. Hit the subscribe button. We're close to 2,000 subs. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see y'all again next time. See ya.